Now I'm going to cover how we use the single base pair constraint in XRNA.js. So first we're going to zoom in, as always, to the portion of the scene that we want to edit. We're going to edit this base pair here. So we select single base pair as our interaction constraint. We right click and we see that we can change the positions of this base pair. And by default, the center of this base pair is actually these two coordinates that are provided, and we can begin editing based on that. And if we rotate, it rotates around the center of that base pair. It also scales around the center of that base pair, and if we press flip, it flips around the center of that base pair. Next we can format, and because we're dealing with a single base pair, under the Format tab, this base pair's editor is auto-populated with the information relevant to that base pair. Note that it's in this upper portion of the base pair menu because it is already a pre-existing one. It isn't down here where we go about editing or adding base pairs, so we can edit this, and if we like, we can change the type that's demonstrated. We can change it to a mismatch, and we can go ahead and delete that base pair if we wanted to, but we're not going to. We're going to keep using it, and so we can come over here and we can annotate. So here we have an instance where there are multiple regions in our nucleotide region annotation editor. So we can either choose between region 1 or region 2. And it's not exactly explicit, but you can see that nucleotide number 1443 is in region index 1, and region index 2 is associated with nucleotide 1580. So if we want, we can change what overriding label is applied to nucleotide 1443 here. We could say that instead we want to use index 50, and we can go ahead and we can create that annotation. And there we go. If we want to instead recreate the existing annotations, we can go ahead and check this box, and we can go ahead and change the overriding index label for nucleotide 1580 as well. So let's make that say 90, and we're going to go ahead and create annotations. So now we have 50 and 90. They're arbitrary, but they're overridden, so use that as you will. This has been the single base pair constraint in XRNA.js.